Hey there, my name's Brett Foreman and I'm a conversion rate optimization expert here on Upwork with a background in UI UX design, development, and I kind of just tie that all together with A/B testing. So my main goal, aside from making clients a lot of money, is giving them predictability. So a lot of times clients will come to me saying, hey, I hired this developer or this designer or this agency to create me a new website and or create different changes on my website, and we looked at the last few months or weeks of data and everything either plummeted or we have no sense of if things worked. And so that's why I like the CRO and A/B testing niche, is because I get to offer clients that predictability. And to kind of shed light on how I go about that, my services flow through three different phases. So the first phase is an audit, which you can see on my screen here. I have an example of one. I don't always try and write a book with audits. This one's over 100 pages, but in a nutshell, what I do is I go through the highest value pages on your website. So things like homepage, collection page, product page, cart, checkout, funnel. That's usually the standard for e-com, although obviously if there's a SaaS or B2B brand or different kind of category or industry brand online, these key pages will differ. And also navigation, of course, is just something that's not necessarily a page, but it persists throughout the entire user experience, and it's very, very much important. So what I do in my audits is I usually ask for a variety of context from my clients. That includes getting access to Google Analytics, screen recording software, customer service tickets, anything that I can get my hands on or eyes on in order to sort of understand what's happening in the background on your website and derive insights from an analytical perspective. And then throughout that analysis, I also, or not just that analysis, but I also just come from a perspective of like best practices as well. And I'll reference different brands that are online, say that I see someone doing something unique that you should be doing with your navigation menu or your homepage or product page or checkout, then I'll show you reference visuals as to how that could look. And the ultimate goal is for this audit to serve as sort of a living, breathing organism for your brand moving forward that you can pinpoint optimization ideas off of and hopefully test them to layer them into your website. Now, A/B testing requires a certain amount of traffic, so for brands that might not have a substantial enough amount of traffic to test every one of these ideas, what they can do is just test a few of them, whichever are the highest impact, but then directly implement the other ones. But I always encourage clients to have some sort of element of testing going on when they are making changes to their site so that they give themselves that predictability. So without going through all of this, I just wanted to show you what an audit looks like because that is the first phase. The second phase is the implementation and A/B testing. Technically, they coincide. So after I deliver the audit to a client, then we decide what should actually be built into the site. And like I was saying, it can either be through just directly implementing things. Maybe we're all in agreement that this just has to be on the site, and we can move forward and do that. Whereas the other alternative is let's start testing. When it comes to A/B testing, the primary tool I use, although I can use VWO and all these other ones that are sort of the name brand ones, is convert.com. As you can see right here, one of these ideas I gave to a client was to revise their product action block on a product page, which was actually derived from the audit that I had created them. And what I had done is sent around 4,000 to 5,000 visitors to each variation. And you can see that just from that test alone on one single product page, conversion rate increased by almost 14% and revenue by over 10%. So imagine with your website, just on any single product, sending the same amount of traffic as you were to the original and then to my version, now you're making X odd thousand more dollars. That's why it's crucial to A/B test, is because now that we've vetted that this is a change that will add value to the website by testing it on one product page, why don't we add it to all the products? So imagine you had 100 products, they all got the same amount of traffic. Obviously it's not always going to be one-to-one, but that's a lot of extra revenue. And so not only does this just look good from a granular data perspective of being able to analyze like the results on a single page, but the more little tests that you run, the better it is for the overall health of your website. So in a nutshell, what I can offer you in terms of CRO is auditing, implementation, and testing. Within all of that, I have, like I said, the background in UI UX design, so everything that I'm coming up with is coming from a perspective of driving conversions. And then obviously the name of the game and my bread and butter is being able to A/B test on your behalf and show you that these changes that I'm helping you come up with or that I'm lending you will actually increase performance on your website, because that's what you're really after. And doing it this way makes it so that you don't have any sort of guessing going on. Anyway, nice to meet you. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to connecting with you in the near future. Take care. Bye.